behind the secret smokes on the T side. I don't think he ever really opened anything up. He never really made more space for Astralis. So I want to see if he can pick it up a little bit today. I think they'll need that if they're going to take a win over the Mongols, because while we were maybe down on the Mongols a little bit, they came in looking incredible yesterday. So let's see if they repeat that in a presumably harder game than they found against Heroic.
I think, you know, the whole Stair situation there, it kind of was a bit of a gamble. He was a very, very consistent player, and the output you were getting from him in his roles when Stan was in the team, it gave way to this allure of, you know, what if we give him the star positions? But it's still a trade-off, right? Like, would you rather have someone consistent in their roles, putting up great numbers, or are you going to look to try and reshape them and hope that that's how you get even more mileage out? There's still a learning curve there for Stair to get used to. It feels like we're still in that for him. Bit of aggression to open this up from the Mongols. Mazinho flashed in ramp side, but it won't get away with anything. So the advantage falls to Astralis in this pistol round. The Mongols still push and prod.
It's going to be an exec here for Astralis. They love it. Techno close on the door with the dualies, doesn't get a thing done, and so this looks like an impossibility for Controllers. Backside doesn't connect the first volley of shots, and they'll get overwhelmed. Mongols 2-on-4 down, and bomb plant being put in for Astralis. Not going to happen here. Astralis, a nice decisive pistol round. Mongols make the first move, punished, and then Astralis just end together. We see a lot of top site XX for this team, and while I'd say they let them down at Pro League more often than not, yesterday against Na'Vi it was decent enough. It won them pistols, it won them anti-ecos, it won the force buys. So a lot of main splits as well, a bit more diversity on this A site. Mongols, though, of course, will be going for the second round bye. We've got Scout and Pistols here in the attempt to upset. He made it down. I think they may have seen him. There were jump spotting players. Astralis very cautious. Molly red, smokes down.
I also think, you know, in our kind of continued eye test of the Mongols, this is a good scaling of matches, right? You start off versus Heroic, team that
baby brother
Mongols should be able to beat, but now you go on to face Astralis, just outside of the top 10. So game gets a little bit harder, still far and away from the types of teams that the Mongols want to be taking down if they want to maintain their stature as one of the top dogs of this year.
Especially with this open side of the bracket to the playoffs, where we said anyone could have really made it out of these four teams. This one's getting a bit messy here. Double up for Magis, but he's got to continue on his journey. It's a 2v3. Controllers and Blitz, finding frags at the ramp side. They spread out, Mongols. Ooh, Magis got that spot. He's going to group up with his teammate. Down secret, bomb on stairs back. Only Controllers here, but he's found himself a nice comfortable position. Might not be cleared here, and if Astralis make noise on the door, he can backstab. I like how he's doing this. Door's open, though. Astralis just have to plant, 15 seconds. Controllers will have really good timing. Question is, does he play before his team? Certainly looks like it.
They go early, no. And they hit the door at the same time. Controllers spammed right through it. Stair and Magis combine out here in the single door, and they're going to turn this one around. A 2-on-3 for Astralis as they save themselves up against the Mongols force buy.
Oh, did he know double was open? Maybe he was just scared of going that way, right? With players could be on either side. A single door is at least going to be guaranteed, seeing the bomb planter. But the timing of the door open is so unfortunate. Stair just fires through it. 3 kills for Stair in that 2v3. Magis sets it up. Stair knocks it down. He was the one with health. He had to do it. And Astralis looking to convert. Should be simple enough now. As the anchor was saying on the desk, I mean, Astralis with a playoff berth, that would be one hell of a run when you consider we haven't seen this team in some time in an IEM playoff.
I also just think it would be you know, feel like you made up for the missed opportunity that they just had in Bucharest, right? With Device obviously leaving right before the game that could have sent them into the playoffs. And that was a tournament that isn't as stacked as this one is. Right? They even managed to keep it fairly close in that game versus Aurora with Rugger standing in. But you felt like you were robbed of a big opportunity there with Device getting subbed out last second due to illness, and this would be one hell of a way to make up for it.
And considering the last time we saw Astralis in a playoff at IEM was Chengdu last year, funnily enough, so it would be a year on, going back to another top 4 or top 6. So we'll have to see if they can do it. It's early days to call it.
All right, I'm keeping a big eye on 910. He was very, very powerful yesterday. Even though Controllers was lights out map 1 and 2, 910 kept it up all series long. That was kind of the thing that differentiated them. Controllers going a little bit quiet come the turn of map 3. 910 far from the most consistent player in this Mongolz squad. Another one of these top site plays. I mean, this is the type of strat Hooksy loves. You said it earlier on, they run these top execs a hell of a lot. He's going to pull it out straight away into this first rifle round. It's very important that the Mongols are able to stop this, because you need the respect. You need to deny these fast top hits out of Astralis, and it's not looking good. They lose everyone almost straight away. Mazzino, last guy standing, looks to regain some control, but only for a moment. Device cancels him out.
That fake worked. They threw a standard wall outside. There was still 4 players on top site because 910 was heaven. He would have been able to get at least a shot off on that A hit. And then they throw a third smoke that makes it look like they're wrapping into garage. And that's when 910 moves out of heaven, goes down the ladder to rotate ramp, maybe thinking that Astralis are going for a proper B play. And that's when they hit the top side. Nice entries for Yabi. Sure, it's still 3 strong for Mongols. They show nothing on A. But Astralis got what they wanted. First gun round locked in. Look at this buy as well. This is not what you'd expect. Mongols coming through with M4, Kevlar, no helmet, no nades on every single player. Pretty crazy investment here. A lot of teams would just go for the half buy, but Mongols, hey, they've got guns. They've certainly got the aim to boot, but Magis eats a dink and survives that opening fight.
I just think it's so problematic when you don't deal with that first top hit. It's a bit of a cooling card for Hooksy on this map. I feel like he always looks to bring it in very early in the half. He did it in the pistol, did it in the first rifle round, and neither time were the Mongols able to stop it. And so now, throughout kind of the remainder of the early stages of this half, you have to consider, you have to pay respect to that, you know, that play could come in at any moment. That's going to force you to burn early util. Obviously, util the Mongols don't have in this round here. They went for this unorthodox buy.
I'm shocked they could even afford this, but that's a kill reward for you. And look at the damage. Mazzino in secret, 3 players funneled into his crosshair. What a hold. You don't need nades when you've got the aim.
3v1, just don't give this away. Oh, a little awkward there, but Device is able to pick it up. Hold on a second.
20 seconds though.
Time is low. As he charges out for that bomb, couple of swings and misses. Techno will make up for it.
All right. I do think that buy would catch a lot of teams off guard, but Astralis, they go jumping into Mazzino's house. Door slammed shut on Astralis' 5th round. Nice control. The Mongols build off that. Astralis put a lot of pressure door side early in the round. Oh, all the distraction just allows him to walk the walk straight up red and find that pick. Blitz reloading in the open. Mongols really thought that was some sort of door play.
Well, that once again kind of links back into this idea of the top hits. You know, you didn't stop the first one. You're always a little paranoid about it.
I think they tried to throw the vent smoke so they could fake lurk down door or even perhaps go to the vent, but that is not landed.
Now towards ramp they'll go.
Okay.
Hooksy with some smooth moves to get past Mazinho. Device Orb rattles off for a second. And this should be an Astralis round. Yabi has taken the bomb into control room, but has a teammate there with him, and they're just going to power through. 9-10 dead in the water.
Astralis are looking beastly right now.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just playing heads-up CS. They're playing off each other so well. The trading is there. The spacing is really solid. Yabi's finding entry kills. I mean, they are just side by side, knocking Mongols out of every one of these gun rounds. Really exciting to see. We've been down and out on Astralis for years now. And they are seizing this opportunity, even against a Na'Vi who looked like they were returning to form. But it was a head-to-head, we said, has been pretty good for Astralis. 3-0, or 3 in a row, rather, now in that matchup. Device, he's come in great form as well. You remember on Nuke, he was really slow to start.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't until late in the second half he kind of found his footing.
And he recovered big time on overtime on CT side, but his T side was like 3-kill half. He's now 10-2. He's gotten another opening kill. One rifle is trapped. Oh. Oh, that's a bit audacious. Are they going to hunt him down? There's no cover on Mazinho. It's dead man walking. Doesn't know it, but he's gone.
Hooksy's been on an SMG for what feels like forever.
Oh my god, that's a shot.
All right.
Between the legs, 2v3 now. Astralis have won
Might
this
just
round
be
before.
on these weird little forces where the Mongols do their best work.
Apparently so.
Magis can stare left up in this one. It's the exact same too.
Well, Magis, the AWPer, I think we saw this at Bucharest a little bit. Why not? Roll back the days. Got to clear controllers though. Should be ready for this position. Does he poke out though? Gets his free kill. Magis low. Spam through the vent. Missed shot. Controllers. Oh, he jumped on it. He couldn't hit it though. No way Magis gets given a chance here. He's out of ammo on the AWP in 15 seconds. What can you do? You have no chance. Looking to save the AWP. He hit the headshot. What on earth is happening? Finally overwhelmed. Mongols don't let him get out alive, but God, if he had one more bullet in the AWP, who knows? Who knows what we get out of that round? Mongols win another force buy.
Magis out for blood.
He's on it.
After he's denied in that last clutch, he's torn the head off Mazinho and stolen ramp room away convincingly. There's the trade for 9-10 at least. But the pressure's still coming in thick and fast. 9-10, good to answer for a second. They won't be able to stop the spillover out through heaven. Astralis are just playing real finger to the pulse Counter-Strike. It's quick, it's in your face, and the Mongols can't stop it.
It's just obnoxious CS, I think Mongols are thinking, but they patented that style. I mean, Astralis running through smokes, jumping around corners, sacrificing themselves for trades, and Yabi delivers 2 huge kills in this round. He's just waiting now. He's got the perfect position. This nade lands on Blitz's face, and even though the molly connects, it's Blitz who's got to get back up this ladder, and it's not happening. The clock's expired. Even exits denied as Hooksy's on the hunt, and he wants every single one of them. Mongols. Oh, that's even better. Forget the hunt. Free AWP. 6-2 lead to Astralis. And it's not the score, it's the fashion in which they're winning these rounds right now. No respect CS. Really basic rounds. Getting run at. Taste of Mongols medicine, bitter as it goes down. Keep composed.
Interesting that it's Astralis to call in that first pause. Even though they're already off to a great start. I mean, this is a team, you know, that we talked about it a lot yesterday. Even though Nuke is one that they've looked to make a home map for themselves, they've struggled immensely on T sides here. I don't have to remind you of EPL. The back-to-back no T side round games.
And, I mean, on the flip side, Controllers seems to have filled in just Senzu's spot in the door. He was the yard player on Chingus Warriors. So you can imagine some more uncomfortability in what is a very high-pressure position with a lot of util, a lot of XX coming in. So I think eye test on him is always going to be harder on a technical map like Nuke when he's playing a position he hasn't played. Seeing him close vent again. Astralis going for the topside execute. Eyes on Controllers in this round.
Oh, yeah, Magis does have his eyes on him. 9-10 AWP out with a second kill from Heaven, and there's Techno up close. So the Mongols might finally be able to repel one of these top hits.
Not bad.
Only Device left standing. He's 10-4. 30 seconds left to work with, and it looks like he might just back off.
If he just waited in lobby, they would have given him kills. You know the Mongols love to re-aggress. They've already taken back door. So Device would rather prioritize the AWP, understandably. I would love to just see him hang on sometimes. Hold for Techno. Necessary double kill on the A site. Perhaps going to be getting more out of Controllers on that second map of Inferno. Struggled on Ancient though yesterday as our decider. Yeah, here on Nuke's slowest start than what we got in his debut. Going to look to the more experienced pieces of Mongols to rely upon. 9-10, he's always loved Nuke. CT side AWP has been a strong factor so far here for the Mongols. Third round found, looking to recover this half. There is still time. Win this round, you break Astralis' money.
Shot for 9-10. Let's heard the one player cross down. He's waiting over here in back garage. The flash finds him. Are they going to check this? Stare is eyes on and going to pick up that opener. Blitz, and this rough start continues 1-9. Overwhelmed out in the yard, and now a gun picked up as well. Astralis arming themselves with each kill they get. They're even trying to really follow through on this space that he's gotten. Now out towards Heaven. There's a follow-up on Mazinho. Two guys in main. No one even looking this way right now. Stare could have even more impact in this round. A third. Why not? Why stop there?
Full faking them. Bomb's going B.
9-10 might be down here. Controllers out of position over towards main, and that might bring them back up. Stare's got all this room up through the vents. They're going to dodge the two players at lower. And so a 1-half at worst for Astralis.
And Hooksy kills the AWP on B. I mean, it's like nothing's going wrong for Astralis. He just runs out double door on that fake and gets the entry. Because you think Stare's done enough to draw rotations. He actually hasn't. Mongols called the bluff. They played too lower. Oof. Nobody saw that. 7-3. And Stare calls them back up the vent into a perfect round from Astralis. Not a death. Owning both bomb sites and putting Mongols' money back on watch. Max 7, MP9, or M4s. A bit of everything here in these last couple of buys for the Mongols.
These have been your most successful rounds.
True.
9-10 AWP. Able to deal with Device, and I mean, that's a big kill to pick up with the start the Device has had.
Yeah, 3-0 on opening duels. Now 3-1.
Even just nice seeing Device that involved. Some of these games, he's felt a bit more like a passenger. but looking to take some control early on. Loses that one. But Astralis still get yard.
Not even really had to use these smokes in this T side, but may as well now. Mongols don't know what they're going to do with it. Magic's going back to his main walk. The orb fires off from heaven, but then disappears. It's Controllers who, again, has to hold his own. Will Magic's clear this node? Easy kill. Bomb was coming to join as well. At least they have the info, but now Mongols know the intention. Happy. That's a rare miss. It's been on form in this game, but everybody falls short in this gun round for Astralis, as Mongols can only do it when they have less. Controllers, did he just accidentally save a Mag 7? He did, I think. Oh dear.
He did, yeah.
Either way, it's not going to make a difference. They got everything they need. MVP still here for 910, who has been very involved in this game. Mongols desperately looking for a 5th round here. What has been a game dictated by the Danes.
Do you just go back to the top hit? Worked well for Astralis throughout this game. They've been able to rely on it. They haven't had to worry all the time, though, about the Mongols having these full belts of util to try and slow it down. So that will be a difference if they attempt it again, because they've gone for the fake smokes out in the yard. Last time this worked wonders.
It's their first full gun round. They're doing it again.
Entry flash for Hooksy. Pops just outside of the hut.
Sight is weak.
And to help blind anyone playing sight up on the rafters, up on the silo. 910 might be blinded by it, but still good for the kill. Controllers goes unchecked, uncleared, and it's looking good for the Mongols to level out on this half somewhat. Oh, hold on a second, 2 versus 5, but Yabi and Magisk both in with a kill.
No.
Yabi, one step further. Barreling up through the vent was Techno. Magisk seals the deal. And Astralis dominate on their T side, no less. 8-4 lead locked in for the Danes.
And we're back, folks. Quicker breaks in this one. We speedrun. Astralis Mongols and a dominant first half. Mongols in a tailspin. What are you in this pistol round? Double ramp setup, Yabi. First headshot will go a long way. He jumps through, he connects it as well. Stairs alongside with a reflash, they find a second. Astralis, a perfect move to re-push the ramp. Even though they lose the A site, they've got the kit, they've got the manpower, and they've got another headshot to boot. Nothing can go wrong right now for this team.
All through heaven. All right. Oh, Blitz.
It was never going to happen.
That's really rough, but a clean sweep in the pistol. Astralis, this is what it looks like when they all show up in good form from the get-go. Very much a squad that's just been marred in some of these absent performances where it's not uncommon to feel like at the start of these games, hell, sometimes even in the middle of them, that a couple of key players go missing, but that is not the case right now. This is Astralis in great form from top to bottom.
I mean, even that shorter break at halftime, I think, is so helpful for Astralis just to keep their hands hot, keep the momentum running. Mongols have not been calling pauses. They've not been slowing this game down. They're not going to get a chance to with their classic Mongols force. And yeah, they got the bomb plant, but even this buy isn't that pretty. It's pretty util focused. One rifle on Blitz, who is a 1 and 12 right now. No one saving them but 9-10. Vecino with one nice multi-kill. But generally, it's not the Mongols we're talking about. Unless we're reading their eulogy. Astralis will concede ramp. Stare. Down on the B bomb site. Mongols in no hurry. Oh, Device really wanted that one. He's slowed down since his 10-2 start. Has that kill opened up an opportunity here for the Mongols? They upgrade guns. You still have to pick an end destination. And they have made the right call. Moving into heaven, no one's here. Clearing everything as Astralis take lobby back. It's a standard reaction, but it does leave them with no information on this top site. Huxi, caught off guard. Surprisingly so. And so Mongols, now the goal is clear, but it's still hard to stop.
Yeah, this should be a Mongols round unless Yabi goes absolutely huge.
One.
A lot of damage done. But he needed a multi-kill. There's a lot of low HP here, so don't go and give this away. Mazinho's the only other guy with health, and he's just boxed himself in this corner out in main. Stares not to know this. Ooh, finds himself another. Mazinho's still hunting.
He doesn't know, though.
And no idea for Stare. Mazinho outmaneuvers him.
There's a couple of these clutch rounds for Astralis where if they just kind of stay still, the kills come to them. Mongols are really, you know,
fidgety.
Yeah, they are. They're not patient. They're like playing into Astralis right now. And even though it's not really punishing them in these moments I'm mentioning, it could. It really could. But hey, the attempt at the comeback begins now for the Mongols. Winning a force buy like that. Astralis on just Deagles and 5-7. Hoping for the best.
Chance for Magisk, but thankfully for the Mongols, no one falls prey to that Deeg and they get this ramp control they were looking for. Still double rotate down lower from the get-go here for Astralis. They've got Stare and Yabi in this position already. Where it gets weird is if that first kill connects. That's always what makes these rounds start to spiral a little bit. So Stare will go looking for it. Light damage on the Deagle as they are down to fight him here. They're trying to challenge on the cross in, and there's the backstab for Blitz. On a good timing, threads the needle to get past Huxi and Yabi. And so the Mongols looking to keep this one safe after all.
Awkward timing, the Blitz doesn't get caught by those vent players. They just miss him. Maybe Stare could have been saved, but instead, Astralis saving very little. And Mongols, not a team you can count out when they're down.
I do think, though, you know, the kind of brand of CS that Astralis played in that first half, and the fact that you're being tasked with a comeback, it's hard, you know, with the absence of Mara. Not having him to fall back on, you haven't seen these timeouts called in for that reason. And you almost wonder if that's why Astralis went so, you know, kind of quick and direct. And they're not a team either that like to burn these pauses just to take the pace out or slow the game down. If they don't have him here, they won't use timeouts. We didn't see them pull them out yesterday either in that heroic game. Yabi Sometimes you can take too long trying to line up the shot.
This gets away from you. All right, Mongols, reason to believe here now as they find a string of rounds breaking Astralis' money. It makes that a lot easier. Nine10 doing what he can to keep them in it. Blitz. Couple of impact kills to redeem his scoreline from what was a one-round CT side. Madge is doing anything but sleeping right now. Top performer here for Astralis. But who's going to carry them through this CT side? No AWP for Device, no kit either. 910 warping.
Hooksy with an aggressive start out in the yard. Nade is great. Techno hurt by that, and Hooksy just bails after the free damage to open up this round. A surprisingly slow start in this first rifle round for the Mongols. They haven't looked to be too direct with anything here, leaving their options open. Already, all the util really is gone from Astralis, so you're in a pretty good spot in the round. You've forced almost everything Astralis had out of play very early on.
Deep utility to take hell control. Techno moves in, but they haven't cleared back garage. They don't know. Device, what a ratty position. Who's clearing that? No one.
Stare up here on the boost as well. Needs a multi-kill, and he just might have one. There's the lineup! And Stare takes them down a peg. The Mongols on this ramp walkout get denied everywhere they've gone. They've faced Astralis in very ratty positions, and there's Hooksy, the Pied Piper, playing out from behind the garage. A little later, double digits for Astralis. Mongols, oh man, this is now a bit of a scary spot to be in.
I also think because of Mongols' utility there, they don't look the gift horse in the mouth, Harry. They just walk out ramp. They think their util deep outside has drawn the ramp player out to either rotate down or rotate hell. And so when they don't see anyone ramp, they don't think, hey, maybe he's boosted. They think, hey, our util worked. It was exactly what we wanted. Maybe they should have looked in the mouth of that horse. Device, deep peek outside. Orb back in his hands, retrieve from 910. And it's perfect. Another opener for Device. He will get traded. No good deed going unpunished here for Astralis, but still a 4v4 with ample map control, with info outside from Hooksy. Final block used by Astralis early in the round. Scared of a pace change from the Mongols. Anything but. Mongols have decided to play this round slow. Lots of util still remaining. Looking like an execute now. Magisk in a very strong position when this site hit comes. And Yabi has been a bit of a rock as well, so it's a gruesome twosome on this top side, but no support available.
Magisk
Down the vent.
won't see him as they drop on down. 910 still left on a bit of a lurk here with the AWP back
Shadow,
in lobby.
he knows.
Oh, missed shot! And that could cost you dearly. 910 now softened up. He's the top performer for the Mongols tournament-wide. Controllers with an important catch on the vent drop, but Hooksy slipped past. Hooksy slipped the net! And that's damage done. Magisk closing in. Far from an impossible clutch as they're both tagged up. What's Magisk gonna do? Door closed, but a window of opportunity open. Missed shot from 910. USP just falls short. The bomb not planted for him. 910's running. Will he get there in time? It's just shy. Magisk with the clutch. 1v2 secured. And everything is going their way. It is a good day for Astralis.
Unreal clutch. The pistol whip on both players. Multiple missed shots from 9-10 in the round. And he could have killed Magis leaving the rafters earlier. That was the fight he missed on in the hut. It comes to punish him. He can't find the shot in time. Defuse stuck with milliseconds on the line. And Astralis keep the good times rolling. Back-to-back rounds. Another clutch from Magisk. He's been full of them so far.
I mean, when you start off this strong T side, if you're Astralis, when the CTR for their nuke has undoubtedly been their better half, you know, you already feel like you're in such a strong position. Magisk, even in an interview recently, was saying CT sides, he feels super comfortable. It's the T sides that need work, him as an individual and for the team. And he exudes that confidence in the 1v2. Device holding onto these yard smokes. Doesn't see a thing. But will do in just a moment. 9-10 clashes with him outside. And this time the AWP hits hard. Untraded 5v4 to open up for the Mongols and players across into Secret.
He loves picking up the AWP when he sees it. But they've already crossed past. He's going to reroute to B, the only player as his team take lobby. There's no one home. Mongols. They've got a man in the back line. Techno taking his sweet time, and Hooksy holding the angle so Stair can get put in place, hiding in dark. Bomb will make it in. He's looking to fight double door instead. Controller's got to move with that bomb. They're looking to hunt Hooksy down, but they don't have a lot of time. Stair rather stuck in the dark, dead. Blitz doubles up from atop, and the rotate cut down this time. 9-10 is putting in quite the shift. 22 and 12. The one-man army of the Mongols. Next best player with under half his kills. He is shutting them up. And Astralis' money hits the deck. Full eco here for Astralis, no choice.
No, I mean, 9-10 has been such a positive note for the Mongols in both their games so far. Really is like a horseback archer, man. Like, he's very, very mobile on this AWP. Even there, like, kind of playing entry on the AWP and the killing blow on the vent rotate. He knows he has to have a big performance. He was instrumental in the win yesterday. And this is a tougher opponent, a harder hitting team, and so even more is required.
Full flank, careful 9-10. Careful, although maybe he was built for this. Combat AWPing, quick shots, 9-10 making it look good. 3 out of 5 again. That's back-to-back triple kills for 9-10. Okay, Astralis. Been singing their praises, but this is the true test. They are not out of the woods right now.
Well, as is often the case as well, Astralis, they're looking to win by committee, you know? Like, that's how these victories have felt. It's not like it's one player really stepping up and outshining everyone. It's a real team effort. That's also why in other games, you know, these slow starts from individuals have felt really, really punishing. Here, everyone was showing up, but will they get outshone by 9-10? As that one-man army approaching 30 kills down the tail end of this this map.
We have inverse Device today. He was 3 and 8 yesterday, and he ended like 20 and 15. Now he is 12 and 11, but he started 10 and 2. So he is cooled off. Astralis don't have a superstar to carry them through. They've got to all pull their own weight here. Another eco round taken here for Astralis. But they're going to get weird with it.
Well, you don't want this to be where it all falls apart. If you're the Mongols, you lose lobby. There was a heavy stack here, and Astralis know that, right? So even in terms of where the Mongols could be in this round, there's just less options. You saw a triple nade stack in main. You knew they were heavy lobby at the start of the round. They're slower getting this real estate out in the yard.
I like how Magis just takes that AK as well. I wouldn't want anyone else on that gun right now. Yabi finds a second kill off his MP9 and even upgrade. So right now we're cooking with gas for Astralis.
Look at how mobile Astralis have been as well in response, right? They get lobby control, but as quick as they get it, now they're 3 players down lower, ready to probe the yard. The Mongols are just constantly going to feel like their information is out of date, like it's arriving too slow. Hooksy walking on this AWP. 910 with a rare miss as he's surprised by Hooksy on the close line. And this force buy looking to pan out, or partial rather, unless Mazinho can stop it. 1v3 as it begins. Magisk and Yabi are split up. They're not playing this together. They're trying to make up for that now. Yabi rotating around over to Hell, hoping he can cover Magisk out in secret. But Mazinho's coming his way. Back turn, flick round, Mazinho onto something here as he's just saved the Mongols. A must-win round to stop that partial buy. Stop Astralis in their tracks. Mazinho with a clutch. The wrecking ball of the Mongols.
Oh, that one hurts for Astralis. You feel like they were teed up for that round. Magisk, another clutch on his plate. He cannot finish his meal. Miss spray and robbery down the stretch. 10-11, one-round game. Astralis is half by. They were only waiting for this rifle round, but it could have been so much easier. Max difficulty now, and Device, they've seen this one before, flashed off the angle, doesn't get his AWP entry this time. Desperately looking for that 5-on-4 that has become more elusive as the game goes on. Mongols move in to this AWP without a flash. It's free for Device. There is another entry. Mazinho. This is really just a dry peek, and Device has support, but knife pulled for Hooksy throwing
flash is
great
good.
Flash.
Didn't commit on the back of the flashbang. Second flash wrecks Device, and now he's burning alive. A brutal util combo. Mazinho and 910 putting their powers together as the Mongols do try and course correct in this game, a 4v2. Yabi and Stare once more. The defense split up for Astralis. Mongols own the entire map, but they're very thin on the offense. Flash has just wrecked Stare, and this has been a masterclass util round out of Mazinho. Yabi run down, and this time it's Mazinho in the limelight. It's his time for the multi-kill madness with his back-to-back 3Ks.
Yeah, apparently so. We got 2 Mongols players who are just doing so much in this game, in this T side. And Mazinho enters that conversation, a 1v3 clutch into a 3K with resounding implications, destroying Astralis' money and momentum. And Matt Point hangs in the balance. Look at this molly, it's crazy, just bounces it high. And it lands perfectly. Not today, Hooksy. No aggressive plays allowed. Got it, Mongols lobby. Blitz, hell, you'll take it. The 1-for-1 outside because his team are about to run through the ram smoke. Mazinho has no trade. He has no teammate there in time. Now 2 Astralis players, armed and ever dangerous, look to fight. Device gives us a second. Stare follows up. He'll fall away.
910 is top of the board right now, and he's got to find success in this 1v2, or else this partial buy will break it all apart. Astralis chomping at the bit to feel like this could be their round to finally get onto map point. They put up an 8-4 T-half, the side they struggle on most. I think it could be their CT side that lets them down, unless this partial buy connects. To do that, they've got to beat the one-man army. The guy that's hit so hard, and Stare will manage it. Astralis finally move on, breathing a little easier. Map point locked in.
What a roller coaster. The eco wins, the misses, the clutches, and now Astralis, who save for overtime, do it on less. I mean, the run through the ram smoke Mazinho, that's crazy, man. He gets the entry. Maybe he feels like, oh, I have timing, but he also took a good 5 seconds before he got that kill and then ran out the ramp smoke. If he did it straight away, he actually would have had the room. He would have been alone. But a player was able to rotate in, 2 of them in fact. And he doesn't have a teammate behind him. He doesn't have a trade ready. Not only that, Mongols commit to ramp into a stack and they get shredded. Sure, nice try on the clutch, but a bridge too far this time puts Astralis in the limelight with map point on their pick. He just takes too long to make that move. Or should have done it, not at all. Oof. So here we go, Mongols. Hey, they've been playing from behind this entire map. What's one more round?
You can feel how tense this final round of regulation's gotten. In what has been a very explosive game, it's far slower. No one wants to be that first death. For the Mongols, it would be getting shut out of a spectacular comeback, spearheaded by this 9-10 and Mizinho effort. For Astralis, it's their home map, potentially getting dragged into extra time, but Device trying to make that along from distant reality. Hooksy down at lower, holds on. It's another smoke run. And once again, it looks to betray the Mongols.
Desperate.
Techno 4K, 1v4. The first is convincing, but it goes no further. Astralis get it done in regulation. It looked like they were choking, but in comes Device and Hooksy with the Heimlich. A partial buy win. A turnaround in the final round and a tilting map for the Mongols. Mizinho with some death slams after they clinch out that 13-11 win. Now, we just had a stellar game put forth from 2 individuals on the Mongols. 9-10, keeping it going all tournament long, and he was there from the get-go. Mizinho was a late arrival, but a welcome addition. Still wasn't enough, with 2 players trying to carry for the Mongols. One thing's for certain, they can't afford to go quiet now.
Yeah.
So they're going to be keeping a keen eye on that duo.
You called it a tilt game by the end of the last map, and I think that one is true. Many smoke pushes for the Mongols, many audacious plays, ones they came to regret. That's how the Mongols live and often die. But to do it against Astralis would be a bit of a surprise, even with this new player in the picture. Controllers had a great game on Inferno yesterday. We're going to need that coming up again, but Yabi with these flashes on pistols continues to perform. Astralis forced 3 early kills, and the plan goes out the window. Not a single kill in sight till 9-10, of course, breaks the silence. No way. As he finds a double, they're there to trade. And Astralis will find their next pistol round. Been doing very well in that regard. Mongols expecting them to force, but without a bomb plant, makes it quite hard. It's not going to stop them, though. It's Astralis with all 3 pistols in the game so far. They did lose to the T-side force on Nuke.
It's curious if we were going to get aggression. Device had a great spawn on the MP9. But it's just a nade down mid, explosion up through Banana Stair. They're not respecting that. They run right through it. And sure, it cost Techno his life. But they've gotten in out here towards B. Good util to slow the roll of the Mongols. They can't make it through 2 Molotovs back to back. And so Device able to actually go and entrench himself in the site now. The pace has been taken out of this for the Mongols, and that's a bit of a disaster.
Excellent util. The drive-by allows Device to get back in the site and back on top. So these entries mean nothing. Device, felt good for a 3rd there, but aiming too low. 9-10 sticks to the wall and puts another kill into this round. Through the smoke. Yabi finds just the right angle to isolate a duel. And Blitz is so low right now. Can grab an upgrade, sure, but shot by Magician. Spawn, no smoke down, no chance today. Astralis do convert this time. I like that you mentioned Mara not being here because while he will be back, I'm pretty sure from tomorrow onwards, or at least the playoffs is the expectation. Well, right now, no playoffs guaranteed for the Mongols.
Yeah.
And we really saw the lack of coach in this series so far, even yesterday, but especially in this series with the lack of pauses, the pace changes. Mongols maybe needing that extra eye to tell them to relax, to calm down.
Yeah, I mean, dude, if one thing's clear, it's that if Blitz is given entirely free reign, he likes to play a giga aggressive, always down a purchase, always down a force, smokes it, never walls.
No.
That's the type of style he would lean towards.
And when it works, it's so much fun, but also when you lose 13-11 off back-to-back smoke pushes,
yeah, I think
doesn't feel good, does it?
Shows that Mara is the level-headed one.
Yeah.
Out of the two of them.
Definitely. Needs a bit of a reality check, but Mongols got it back on Nuke. Can they deliver anything on Inferno, or is this really Astralis making a run for the playoffs?
It's
Not
also
the team I would have picked. It would have been the 3rd out of 4 teams I picked for playoffs in this side of the bracket.
Also no surprise that he plays blitz chess, is it? Could you imagine him in a regular game? He'd hate that.
No, he's not waiting around for you to make your move. You're on the clock, buddy. And so are Mongols. Lower bracket, calling. And again, I want to just draw attention to how difficult it's going to be for any team in that lower bracket because you have the potential of facing either Spirit or Falcons. One of them will be down there.
Yeah, it's not even potential, it's the guarantee.
Yeah.
No, this is the easiest the run into those playoff gets.
Oh!
Good catch for Magis.
Blitz.
Charging through the smoke, some things never change. Magis goes on a double up. They won't close on a device, and they manage to break through in a 3-on-3. Round still hot, though. Gabby blows open the smoke. Nothing provided. They steal themselves away for a moment, and they rain flashes in over at long. So some time's got to be lent to Hooksy here. Oh, that's a massive helping hand. Gabby just steals one away through the smoke on a spam, and that's going to spur on Astralis to go now right into 910, who goes on a tear. The output that this guy's giving is monumental. That's a 4K round from 910 down in the pit.
He's just full of them today. And actually, you know, we're laughing at the Blitz jump through the smoke, but that is part of the strategy. I really like the idea for the Mongols, right? Blitz jumps through mid-smoke. That draws attention so they can flood 3-out apps. But the pincer is 910, who then walks the smoke after the apps contact. So even though Blitz dies, all the backs are turned for the apps play, but 910 is meant to be the star of that round. He is meant to pick up the pieces. Does more than that. 4 kills and the clutch. Mongols on the board.
Oh, device so blind, and 910's got his number. He's got everyone's number. Most popular guy right now. Oh, phone book's blowing up for 910, man. Look at him go.
Second. Oh, Blitz, he can't find a gun. Blitz is on a Glock. What's going on? Where did the orb go? Out the stratosphere. Someone find it. Controllers dealing with aggression on A.
They have A. Mazzinho is in library.
Where is that orb? Actually, I hope they don't find it. I want 910 on rifle right now. No stare, picked it up and ran back. Blitz gets himself an M4. And they move in to flank these last 2 players. They want to get the kills. They're delaying the plant just to get these kills. And now they've got all info. Astralis boxed into B. The second B execute of the round. Oh, you're dead, buddy.
Oh. Of course it's 910.
Another 4K for 910. Back-to-back. Yeah, back-to-back 3. Now he has back-to-back 4. And you're going to make him AWP. He wants to AWP. Why? Tell me. Why would you want to AWP?
But also, who's going to question it?
No, sure.
Whatever he asks for, you've got to give him.
But in the back of your mind, you got to be like, really? You want to? The 12-3. You want to sit at the back? Well, let's see if he'll even do that.
Yeah, something tells me he won't be sitting at the back.
Zaiwu tier orb on T-side Inferno. Entry orb.
It is an orb into the USP round.
It's an option. Device gets unfortunate there. Player gets up on the left side, close wall, so he's looking deep, but one's got past his crosshair with that smoke in the way. He crouches, can't see a thing.
It's really hard to even describe just how mind-blowing 9-10 has been.
Yeah. You got to try, though.
There's 4 kills on the rest of his team.
He has 3 times the amount.
Of his entire team put together.
Techno and Mazzino haven't got a kill. That's what back-to-back 4K round wins will do for you. Top banana taken, Astralis 5-man stack. They're going to swing CT on the contact of this boost. And so Nightpole surprise. I like that. That is cheeky. If they go, there's a second.
No. 9-10, it's tempting.
He's got bomb, Harry.
Good, but he's hanging around with the bomb. Just going to snipe one and get the hell out of there.
Throw the bomb and turn around, please. Oh.
They're closing the distance. All 3 players barreling down banana for Astralis. They're going to let Yabi on the USP lead the way. Do they want to go for this, or is saving the AK going to prove too tempting? It feels like that's the case. Also, you know, Astralis have been paying a lot of homage to the old roster. That's the 2nd time now they've employed the Astralis stack on Inferno.
I think Magis must be calling them.
Yeah. Guys, I know a great...
Astralis. Have you heard of it?
All right.
Maybe just trying to run in last second. Might make 9-10 die with bomb, but no. Oh, he's going long. Just missed.
Oh, 9-10 chance for another.
Yeah. 14 and 3.
Still nearly triple his team's kill count. He's 1 off of it.
He's a monster. The meme game out here is incredible. Nothing quite like it. Okay, here we go. An important gun round for Astralis, who have lost 3 in a row. Player put close down bottom B. There's nothing left for Device. Just Hooksy's Molotov. So he's looking to commit behind this smoke. Device is going to stay here. They want to fight as a trio right now. TheMongolz just Molotov this off. Taken mid, denied.
I mean, 9-10's been fantastic, but everyone has their limitations. There's 3 players here.
Whoa! What double team kill?
Double TK for 9-10.
Team kill Collat, have you ever seen it?
I mean, I guess he's so good, he's even a threat to his teammates. He only deals in multi-kills.
What? I'm shook. He didn't kill anyone but his team.
He is just like the definition of a berserker right now. Friend or foe, he'll kill you all the same.
Oh my God.
9-10, that can't shake your faith, man. Like, in a way, it's the most impressive TK I've ever seen.
Yeah.
You dare come for my kills, says 9-10.
Oh.
Mowed down in a banana. Device finding success.
This game is like a fever dream. Like, I'm getting hot sweats. I'm waking up in the middle of the night. What am I watching?
It's CS on adrenaline.
Yeah.
Double the pace, quadruple the chaos.
Adrenochrome. It's not good for my heart right now.
9-10. Eyes off the AWP, and now they know. He's been, you know, the Chaos Weaver in amidst all these mad rounds. He's been the guy able to make sense of it, sometimes adding to the madness himself, but more often than not, proving to be a solution. Can they really do anything here in a 2-on-5, one that falls so dominantly against them? Face off between Device and 910.
What? Okay. Controllers 1v5. Psych.
I'm actually with you. I want them to stop having this AWP. The riflers aren't showing up right now for the Mongols.
Yeah.
And so holding onto this AWP only keeps it in play. 910, if you need multi-kills entry on the T side, the AWP not really the gun to do it with.
Alrighty, all right.
He's had 1 kill on the AWP since it was bought out.
Oh, well, technically he's had 3 kills.
Technically 3, sure.
Yeah, very quiet Techno, very quiet Mazzino. Controllers, 3 kills. Blitz, 3 kills. I mean, it's not really been anything but 910. He got them their first 2 rounds with 4Ks on the AK. And it's been downhill ever since he pulled the AWP out. He's got it again, saved by Controllers. But let's see if he can put it to use. Going alt mid, team coming through banana. Astralis start 4A, expecting a classic Mongols mid or apps play. A fast pop of some sorts. (910) combat AWPing. At this point, you have to trust that he can deliver you an opening kill. In the corner, though. I feel like his barrel might stick out. Oh, no! Caught jumping. Yabby still gets it.
And they don't even know it yet, but they've been playing into the stack this whole time. Controllers,
they hear that.
Should at least get out of here with the bomb.
Rotate.
That's going to begin the early rotate for Hooksy. Device even deep clears mid. They're 1 step ahead of this. Now the Mongols are maybe a little closer than you're ready for, but none of these 3 remaining players have even gotten going here on Inferno. You've been living and dying quite literally by 910.
I just love how aggressive Astralis have been. Like, Device has been constantly going for different moves, getting a kill, repositioning, facing again. He's walked down middle twice in this CT side with the AWP scoped in. Like, I think part of the game plan today is, hey guys, they don't have their coach. They're not going to call pauses. We can overwhelm them. If we, shake them up early, they're going to stay, confused, dazed. And Mongols have looked dazed this entire series. Just getting run at. Think about how that T side started on Nuke for Astralis. It was so aggressive. Pack roll CS. And Mongols have not got an answer to it. Can it just be an individual dragging them through? No one else has Kevlar Blitz, but he's still going to hand it over. He got his entry. Now do your job. 910 given the AK. Fair enough.
All right, now we're cooking.
No armor, though. But you got to make it work. You got to trust in 910 here.
Maybe he has plot armor.
That's true.
Let's see.
It's even stronger. But does it stop aim punch? Does it need to?
Don't have to worry about aim punch when you go up against the Device AWP.
It's true. I want to see Glocks jump in front of 910.
Ideally blitz.
True.
But no, 910 just going to be the one to walk out and take this by the looks. They get the shot out of the AWP. 910 so crisp with it.
Insane right now. Can he find Device as well?
It is just the 910 fan cam, that scavenged gun. Controllers even with a jump shot in there. There's the backstab to find Device.
Okay. Put down the AWP, sir. Put it down. Okay, it's fine. He's got it. But still, I don't know if that's not evidence enough that we don't need this T-side AWP here on the Mongols.
It's more like you kind of just can't afford to have it with the form you're getting out of everyone else.
No one's killing anyone.
Mazinho's 0-8, Techno 1-9. He still has more kills than his whole team combined. And only 2/4 of them have come from the AWP.
Oh, Device has the angle. Oh, he hit the shot though, and Techno follows up. So there we go. Orb finding value here in this gun round. Blitz spam, but Techno was ahead. And I mean, if they keep going, they have B, but Mongols don't want to rush and throw away this opportunity. 5v3 untraded, they stay grouped. I think this is the first time I've ever called it, but Bogdan Blitz, please.
Double set up here, double stack, and Controllers at least gets the info. That's going to shape up the rest of the round for the Mongols. They know at most it's one player over here at B. Huxi lies in wait, hit by the smoke. Techno arrives in a big way. A 3K round. A second orb picked up as well. Guys, let's not all lose our minds here. Mazinho won't be able to hunt down the remaining two, but gets out with one of them. And he did get rid of that AWP. Thank goodness.
They're coming for the kill. Want to get rid of everything they can here into the last round of the half. Astralis have definitely cooled off from their hyper-aggressive start. Blitz, will he find him? Walking in, there's not many positions left that Magis could be in, so Blitz with a good read right now, going for the last second kill. Lovely stuff. 5 rounds for the Mongols, and Astralis trying to piece together a weak economy to stay in the CT side.
Yeah, Blitz knows a thing or two about that pit position. And all right, timeout burned. Hoping they can deliver on this strong entry into Inferno and round it out with a 7-5 half. They're gonna have to work with less.
It's not a bad buy, all things considered. Just let you play a little unorthodox as well. So a banana push here for Astralis. Some missed shots from Mongols. Astralis allowed to cancel if they want. Back to the double mid-abs lurk. So shadow advantage for Device on this fight. He's going to force it into Mazinho, who is on the board in a big way. Double kill. They keep it going. Controllers is caught on long, but Orb protects the smoke, and this is going to be a nice clean finish for the Mongols. All in all, Harry, despite the disaster that this first half provided at times, Mongols still getting out with a 6-round half is nothing to turn your nose up at. Stair checks the back, but there's nowhere to go but into 9-10's Orb with a 3 KD, 18-6 on the half. Mongols certainly recover.
Yeah, they really, really do. You know, it's another case where 9-10 just kind of keeps them in it long enough for this rough start down the rest of the pack to start to even out. They're still a long way from saying they truly recover, but at least everyone had a moment they can be happy with in that first half, and it's closed the game up in a big way. We were even saying this yesterday. Inferno might be, you know, a T-sided map, the only one we got in the pool in such a strong way. That's not necessarily true for Astralis. T-sides are where they've struggled the most. CT sides are where they've often found all of their success by extension.
They were 6-3 up in that half. It's Mongols who have the late game recovery. Pistol feels Very important for Astralis, given what you're saying. Push down Banana, Techno brings the heat, and Astralis trying to bail out their team, jumping through this smoke. Goes about as well as you can expect.
Into 9-10, they'll go. Ooh. They're going to deal with him straight away.
Careful.
Spilling over now, no resistance out of this A-hold. Backstab for Mazinho had to be the thing to do it, and it's deleted straight away. Device peels off the mid-fight, doesn't want to overextend here, doesn't want to give too much away. Onto the dome already, Techno giving chase.
Ooh.
Device is able to elude him at every turn on the run back through the apartments. And now a tricky post plant to break through. One flash from Techno to try and tee them up for it, drop down into the pit. They know about Yabi, they hear Magisk fire off. Blitz has got the info, but he's boxed in. A crossfire set up here. First kill found, but no time left for this. And so Blitz just looking for some damage in at the close. Denied.
Nice patience for Yabi there. I think he just knows that he can let his teammate die. He can full bait, and just playing the clock is the best move in that round. Has a strong position. If Blitz closes the gap to go pit, Yabi's going to win to the clock. So no peek, no chance for the Mongols. And that's a 3-on-5 for Astralis, where they turn around after the Banana disaster and overwhelm every player on that A-hold without a kill to their name. That is not what the Mongols need, especially with the game 9-10 is delivering 18-7. Going to get given an M4 here in the second round. At least they funded well. But Blitz overwhelmed with his at the top of B with strong HE grenades. They might just send it. It's only 2 here on the fake, but kills are going to get given their way. Both M4s lost and irretrievable. At least by the Mongols. Re-exec to B, but he's trying to elicit a reaction here. Astralis are going to mid. The Mongols call the bluff. But it's in these kind of rounds where if HooXi just walks in B, he's going to get the info. Bomb comes back.
Should be a done deal. Magisk even going hunting. Ooh, all right. Something for Techno to take with him out of the round. Couple of Galils.
Ugh.
They're not going to survive long enough, and so Astralis working this conversion through. We just paid a little visit by Monacy randomly. He was interested in what was going on.
Getting ready to play.
I think he's chomping at the bit for when his game started.
Yeah, up next, Falcon Spirit, game of the day. Also, similarly for a playoff spot. Matchup we've yet to have with these current rosters. All right, Astralis in pole position right now. 5 rounds from the playoffs. As said earlier, it's been a year since we saw them in an Intel Extreme Masters playoffs. It was Chengdu last time. They made it. Bang. It was a run taking down Steel Helmet. They 2-0'd FaZe, the eventual winners of the tournament, and went on to beat VP to make it to semifinals. Went no further. Well, soon after their Cologne run, also to the top 4. Nice simple round, but just finding a clean opening kill. And Astralis walk it in. Mongols. It's all about this next buy round.
Yeah, it really is. Also, I'm nervous still for the Mongols, right? Because we said everyone had a moment to be proud of, but we also said it's still far away from feeling recovered for any of the individuals outside of 9-10. T-side, you know, he could pick and choose his battles. He could decide where he kind of stakes his claim. Here on the CT half, it's a test of everything. You've got to keep up these types of performances. It's a test of your read of the game because you've got to be in the right place with your AWP. And then you've got to remain super mobile. So throughout, it's like all facets of your game are being pushed to the very limit right now if you're 9-10. We'll see if he's able to do it. AWP'd on in this first buy round for the Mongols. A bonus round out of Astralis, some MAC-10 still in play. Galil's for Magis can stare, and a pacey one as they charge up mid. That early triple B lean for the Mongols, gonna leave 3 players, maybe in the right position after all. Spawn wrap, Techno with the first, line up there, and 9-10's gonna do it. He is in the right place. The AWP surrounded. But is he trapped in here with them? Or are they trapped in here with him? That bomb is leaving. They want nothing to do with the 9-10 AWP. They've got open runway out towards A. Yabi makes sure. Mongols moving around, and are they going to play early? Through the smoke, Mizzino's beat the timing. No, they saw him last second. And so aggressive play gets denied. 2 versus 2. 9-10 still in this. And now he's got to do it all alone, but that is how this game has felt. It has been 9-10 versus the world.
And what can you do?
In the clutch, no kit to work with.
What can you do?
No choice but to back out and save. Hope that this AWP can be the golden ticket in the next.
I love the call for Hooksy, man. The confidence, and that's what we've seen all tournament long. It's confidence calling, but really in this game today, it's been pace behind the confidence, right? Just going for really fast spawn executes, wrapping longside into the triple B setup. And sure, there's a couple of kills at the B bomb side, but what do Astralis do? They call a perfect mid-round move to rotate out. That smoke in CT fakes out Mongols for long enough. And yeah, you can criticize the Mizzino play to go through the smoke. You definitely can. Instead, he could play it 3v2 retake with his teammates, but he feels like he has timing. He has the chance to find a 1v1, and you know, playing 3v2 is still really hard if Astralis take post-plant. So it's only because he gets spotted by a millisecond difference that Astralis swing together and take him out. I mean, if he dies, if he gets a kill there, he wins the round. If he dies, he loses the round. It's the risk reward.
Bought a P90,
and Device has bought a Krieg, so we're getting pretty crazy here down the end of this match. P90 B rush. There is no respect from Hooksy. Calling
Hooksy
with confidence.
Feels like this is his magnum opus, his work of art. The P90 bought out. And a B play called that wins him the round. The Mongols, they can't compete. They've got to save on 4.
I can't believe it. And, you know, the triple B last round, so they take the gap at long. The quad A, they take the gap at B. It's just been the perfect read from Hooksy all match long. Just had such a great understanding of these setups, and the start of yesterday in controllers has not even entered the conversation. At no point playing into this game, and not to put it on him, it's the supporting cast, it's the usual successors of the Mongols who have gone quiet. Mizzino, couple of good rounds on Nuke, but we'll remember the thrown away opportunities, the ramp smoke push, the 5 and 13 here. There's been nothing good to talk about in this map for the Mongols, aside from a glimmer from 9-10, but even that is getting snuffed out now. 20 and 9, and it doesn't even feel like it. 5 rounds straight for Astralis. They don't stop.
Hooksy flash, P90's in.
Get him.
Full blind is blitz, but he is able to deal with him.
Fair enough.
9-10 AWP, right place, right time. They'll back away from mid. Huxi and his reads in this game, it feels like they're always dodging the setups, always dodging the stacks. And this round serving as another example of exactly that. They don't play out into the triple top mid hold. They don't play out into the 9-10 AWP, who has spent these last few rounds looking on as the rounds just pass him by. Even though he's in great form, having a great game, none of that matters on Inferno if you're on the wrong side of the map.
Yeah. Pop through the smoke. Blitz overwhelmed, Techno falls as well, and it's only smoke spam. That's all they've got. Mongols can't save here. They are so far away, but they must consider this round. 2 down, too far out. Mizuno begins to rotate, even worried about a lurker, but there's nothing of the sort. Full util here for 9-10. Mizuno way too worried right now as Astralis just wait in the sight.
Made on the smoke, but nothing provided to the 9-10 AWP. You're going to have to earn this one, boys, and a lot of time has ticked off the clock already. Astralis looking to play ahead of the util. Yabi goes out with a swing. Missed opportunity on the first. Mizuno with the follow-up. They're ready for the controller's wrap. Device in this one all alone. Caught on the drop down. The Mongols keep themselves in it. And don't worry, Huxi. They know who it belongs to. He's the only one wild enough to buy it.
Okay, big retake. And hilariously, it's Mizuno being so late that is the reason he's able to kill Yabi. He's so deep in spawn there when Yabi goes for the 3-2-1 swing with his teammate that Mizuno's able to catch him, save his AWP's life. Device tries to fall off the box, can't get around the corner in time. And Mongols win it just about.
That's an unlikely round win, and it's in a game where Astralis were getting a little looser, right? They felt like this was on rails. You had the Huxi, P90 in back-to-back rounds. Now you tell yourselves, all right, let's straighten up, because we had the advantage there. We kind of had every reason to win that round in a 4-on-3. And sometimes, you know, trying to dial it back in can cause problems. Let's see if they're up for the mindset shift. Stair gets top banana for free. They're also working on this mid control. They're doing a good job of, 9-10.
Okay.
Flashes might have found him, but he still delivers the opening. Swing on a Stair, Techno with the kill. And now Astralis is split up.
Dude, if Mongols win this map, oh, that's going to leave a mark in Astralis' mind. That is going to really hurt. From 11-6, now 11-8 seemingly. It looks like they're trying it. Magisk alone, punching holes in this B smoke, but Yabi's nowhere to be seen, and Mongols just have the block. You don't want to save. I mean, there's money to go around. A 2v5. Seemingly worth a shot.
They got 10 seconds to get both of these kills, and that flash is brutal. Gap continues to close. Astralis still have another buy left in them, but the money is starting to run out. They'll burn that final timeout. That speaks to how this game is closing up fast.
Oh, it's just MR12, man, and the economy, you just feel like it's never over till it's over. Even the most one-sided scorelines and the most one-sided feeling games can disappear before you know it.
You can almost feel in these timeouts as well. The Mongols haven't called it a single one, by the way, with Mara's absence. They do not believe in slowing down the game.
It's crazy.
You can almost envision they're tapping their feet impatiently in this downtime.
Yeah.
That is kind of the spirit they've imbued in these games.
Just wild to imagine. I mean, yeah, 2B03 is not calling a timeout. Not taking a breather. Not even giving time for Blitz to think. He doesn't want it. And I mean,
we said Blitz chess, brain works fast. Brain only work fast.
Impatient are the Mongols, but will that be their undoing here? 11-8 on the attempt of the comeback in this second map. 9-10, doing more than any one man should. Astralis on their final buy before things really get hairy. Devices AWP. Oh, the Dangerous finds Blitz first. Stair goes through the smoke, but Device breaks it open for good reason. Double kill from Device, and they know there's a third.
Right, there's another AWP in play now that you got to worry about. It's not just the 9-10 show. That is such an important double kill and a must-win round, a critical juncture for Astralis.
The key here is just not to give away a 1v1 that you can't trade out, right? Everyone play your buddy system, hold together. You can't walk out mid on your own at this point and give Mongols back the advantage.
It's a strenuous spot to be in, a 3-on-4 like this. It stretches your resources very, very thin, and it's so early in the round, you almost feel like you can't call a gamble at this point in the game. Everything's got to be informed, and so 9-10 tries to gather some info there with the mid clear.
Oh, and the bomb's coming back. Is he going to rotate out? Looks like it. He cleared middle. As far as he's aware, this is A, and meanwhile, Hooksy sells a perfect fake. This is going to keep 2 in the wrong place. On
its own, this fake wouldn't have done much, but because of that misinfo from the 9-10 scope through mid, even Mazinho's out of position, and Hooksy gets the kill. A site is empty. 9-10 spotted on the edge of that smoke. Mazinho barreling through is not enough, and Astralis, on the back of a perfect fake from Hooksy, arrive on match, series, and playoff point.
And the difference today hasn't just been the fact that the individuals look better for Astralis, right? We've had big clutches from Magisk, we've had entries from Devices, AWP, we've had Yabi on T-sides look solid, but Hooksy has called an excellent series across the T-sides in these games. Perfect fake in the 4v3, using his advantage to his advantage, and finding map and playoff point for Astralis.
And I mean, there has been a certain, nostalgia in this one. The case of a team, winning as a team, reminiscent of maybe the old Astralis Na'Vi matches of old, right? Where you had a lights-out AWP, one-man army up against them, but they would win it together.
Dude,
and now,
so
in what might be the final round of play, Device takes 9-10 in that head-to-head.
Device was not popping off in this map, but these last couple of rounds of T-side AWPing has fielded opening kills for Astralis. They're going to use them, and they're going to try and close out this match.
Mazinho, great pickup. No accounting for that. No chance to trade that. He flashes himself through for a little more, making a desperate last-ditch play. Controles, the new man in the Mongols jersey. This had to be his moment to shine, and he's shut down straight away. Device started this round, and he might just be the one to end it as the playoff beckons for Astralis. A squad that spent so much time looking at the stars, and it's only when those skies empty that they find their fall. This was a one-man army for the Mongols, quelled by a team, a win by committee for Astralis, sending them through and into the playoffs.
1 year on from Chengdu last time. That's the last time we saw Astralis in Intel Extreme Masters playoffs. They absolutely earn it today. 2-0, decisive victory, and